Weekly Outdoor Plus is a new and exciting outdoor show presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point. Starring new owner Gary Hintz. His youngest son, the show pro, Jace Hintz. And the show producer, creator, and host, his oldest son, Seth Hintz. So now sit back and relax and get ready to learn about archery and the world of the outdoors.
Welcome to Weekly Outdoor Plus. I'm Gary here at Bucks and Bulls Archery. What I'm going to go over today a little bit is just shooting back tension and why we shoot back tension. If you're out in the field and if you have the least little inkling that you may miss a deer, make a bad shot, hit one and not find it, which we've all done. If you have never done that, you probably haven't hunted a lot. Back tension will teach you to aim and make a good shot without the fear of missing, and that's confidence. You have to have confidence when you shoot. We all shoot back tension year-round, and we'll go to index release to hunt, which you all do now. But the back tension will give you form. It'll teach you how to shoot, how to aim, and like I say, the most important part is the confidence. And what we do is we start people out on this firing line tool, where you can actually hook up your release and shoot your release without worrying about making a bad shot or hitting a wall or wrecking an arrow or whatever. We can practice on this. I'll explain to you how the release works, and then we'll move it into with your bow, arrow, and we'll shoot real close, like 5 yards at a big target, so you can just get the feel for it, learn how to shoot it, and then after a while we'll move back like 10, 15, 20 yards till you start shooting good at 20 yards. And what back tension does, you actually get your bow to fire with your back muscle. This big muscle back here will shoot your bow. You just kind of roll it around and pull it until it shoots. And with that big back muscle rolling around, you can't flinch. You can flinch with your thumb, you can flinch with your finger, you can flinch letting go with fingers, whatever you want. This hand it's got a mind of its own and it flinches. When your pin gets close to the target, boom, you shoot. Okay, you come from the top, you're almost on the deer, boom, you hit it high. You're like, oh, I shot too soon. Come from the bottom, you go over, get on the deer and you shoot over the top of them again. You think, oh darn, what did I do? But the way I'll teach you how to shoot this thing, you'll draw it back, you'll put your pin on the deer, right on the deer, you'll hold it there, and you'll shoot, and your arrow will hit him right in the middle of the ribs. So what we could do here at Bucks and Bulls, we could teach you how to shoot this. We can start out with the firing line, work our way back, and you'll become a better shot. You'll have more fun, you'll beat your buddies in the backyard, and you'll have a heck of a lot more confidence in the woods where it really matters.
Stay tuned for more talk about back tension with Gary when we return on Weekly Outdoor Plus.
Hi, welcome to Frank's Hardware in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Proud to be family owned and operated since the 1940s. Conveniently located on Highway 10, Frank's Hardware has all your general hardware needs, and we specialize in a wide variety of products, meaning all of your paint, lawn and garden, plumbing, electrical, and many more of those household needs. Not only do we have a new one,
but we can show you how to fix what you already have. Did you know Frank's Hardware also offers a wide variety of services?
so stop on down to Frank's Hardware today. We don't just have great products,
but we have great service.
Voted once again in 2014 as Portage County's best fish fry and best bartender is Matero's Pub and Pizza. Located just outside Stevens Point on the corner of Highway 66 and County Road Z, Matero's is a great place to get away for a big Italian sandwich, thin crust pizza, or an Italian dinner made from scratch. So come join us at Matero's. For more information, check them out online at materospizza.com. And don't forget to grab a few of our frozen pizzas on the way out. Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Woodmat frames are fully customizable handcrafted wood frames. Choose your style of frame, then customize the white maple, cherry, or alderwood mattings with any logo, image, or text. Each and every frame is handmade in Central Wisconsin by Master Woodworks, whose creativity and precision led to the creation of these great new frames. Whether you're looking for a single frame or something for the whole group, woodmatframes.com is the place to go. Check us out online or email sales@woodmatframes.com for pricing and ordering information. So when you're ready to put another memory on the wall, come to woodmatframes.com and make it extra special.
Optimizer by HHA Sports. The Optimizer Lite Ultra, voted #1 single pin adjustable sight for 10 years running. The Optimizer Speed Dial for crossbows, to-the-yard accuracy with a single reticle. And the Optimizer Horizon, offering unmatched accuracy from both short and long-range firearms. All Optimizer sight systems utilize range dial shoot technology. Ask for Optimizer at a dealer near you.
Inside you, there's an outside you. A you that finds your dinner by finding your dinner's dinner. A you that isn't afraid to pick a fight with something that has a sword for a nose. This is for that you.
Now, after you shoot the firing line tool I showed you earlier, so you don't have to worry about drawing your bow back or dry firing it or hitting a wall with your arrow, we'll move into the bow itself. And when you get on your bow, if you have sometimes we'll take the sight off and just make really good shots without worrying about aiming. But I'll tell you, I shot an index finger release and a thumb release for a lot of years. And usually what most people do is we call it drive-by shooting. They try to hold it in the middle, it goes out, it goes in, it goes out. Okay, when it's in the middle, shoot. That's really bad because you're moving and you're trying to figure out where the arrow's going to go. With the back tension release, you'll learn how to aim like you've never aimed before. After I learned how to shoot this, my pin would sit right in the middle of the white circle, right on the deer where I want it, right on the 3D target where I want it, and it would stay there until the bow shoots, which is takes all the human air out of the bow. It takes your mind out of the bow, the human air out. If you could shoot this bow out of a machine, we've done it many times, it'll shoot this arrow in the same hole over and over and over again. You have to take the human air out of your bow, and this is probably the best way to do it. So I'll just give you a demonstration here on how I shoot a back tension shot. So, you know, my pin sat, I'm shooting at a 5-spot circle, my pin sat right in the white circle and it sat there, it just moved around a little bit. And I just let it float around until I shoot and it goes right in the middle. If I had my index finger, I'd just be getting it close, bam, I'd shoot, I would jerk. It's a different way to shoot archery. If you go to a big tournament like nationals, there'll be 40 professional archers on the line. Probably 38 of them will be shooting some sort of back tension release. The other 2 will be shooting the index finger. You can do it. It's not impossible, but it's not easy. Okay, I got done with my firing line tool. I shot, some people will take a day, some people will take 2 weeks to get really used to this release on that. Then I went up close. I shot arrows into a bale, got my form down, and I'm gonna move to 20 yards. I've been doing this a long time. Some people it'll take 2 weeks. Like I say, next guy probably 2 days, he'll be back here at 20 yards. So I'm just gonna take a couple shots here at 20 and see how it goes. I don't know if you can hear this release click when I shoot it, but there's a clicker in this hinge release, and if you really want to get into it, I'll explain to you how that works. I'll tell you, after you do this enough, you'll be a good enough shot where you'll have to shoot a 5-spot target, so you shoot 1 arrow at each spot. Otherwise, you're going to end up busting arrows, and you'll shoot 2 in the same hole and you'll bust your arrow, or you'll hit that arrow and kiss out and you lose a point. Instead of hitting a 5, you might hit a 4. That's kind of a good feeling when you do that. Each round we shoot 5 arrows. This is number 4. It's all about relax, aim, let the bow shoot itself. If you can relax, aim, let the bow shoot itself, the arrow's going to go where the pin is after we're sighted in. You don't put your pin where it needs to be and then shoot. You put your pin there and wait for it to shoot. Okay, what I have here now is a couple different releases. There's a lot of different manufacturers that make these hinge releases. This one just happens to be a Stanislavski. This one happens to be a Zenith. They're both 3 fingers. They come in 2-finger, 4-finger. These both have the click in it, and I can explain that to you later if you want to get into this. And after you learn how to shoot these with your back tension, you learn how to aim, you learn the form, you can pick up this other couple different index finger releases here. You can pick these up and you'll shoot them with your back the same as you shoot these, and it'll make you a lot better hunter. Like, this is a release I hunt with. It's called Fletch Hunter. I can hook on, draw back, and I can shoot my deer with back tension with the index finger release, but I shoot a hinge release all year round. All I do with this is hunt. Then the same thing with this wrist strap. This one here you just handheld. This is a wrist strap. You can lay your finger on that trigger and you can make like you're gonna pull your hand through the strap with your back, and you'll shoot with the back tension with this release too. But the training aid is the hinged one. It's way easier to learn. It's the right way to do it, and this will just get you by as a lot better hunter. So if you want to come in to try them, we got the fire, the straight line fire. We got big bales. You can go up close and shoot. I got a lot of releases on hand. I'll help you out. Anytime you want to come in and shoot, let's get her done.
Looking for a fun, state-of-the-art facility to shoot your bow this winter? Blackhawk Archers in Polonia, Wisconsin wants you to join their club. Located just 15 minutes east of Stevens Point on County Road Z, Blackhawk Archers has a heated indoor range for both 3D and spot target shooters. Leagues will be forming soon, and they also will have open shoots for the public this winter. Check out blackhawkarchers.net to stay up to date and for more information. Or stop into Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point for membership forms. We'll see you there.
Real deal mineral. The results speak for themselves.
Woodmat frames are fully customizable handcrafted wood frames. Choose your style of frame, then customize the white maple, cherry, or alderwood mattings with any logo, image, or text. Each and every frame is handmade in central Wisconsin by Master Woodworks, whose creativity and precision led to the creation of these great new frames. Whether you're looking for a single frame or something for the whole group, woodmatframes.com is the place to go. Check us out online or email sales@woodmatframes.com for pricing and ordering information. So when you're ready to put another memory on the wall, come to woodmatframes.com and make it extra special.
Hey guys, it's that time of the week again. We're going to be going over some of our fan photos. If you'd like to get involved with the show and show off some of your photos, feel free to send them to us at weeklyoutdoorplus@live.com or message us on our Facebook page. Please also include your name and a brief description of what you've been shooting or hunting or what the picture's all about. So if you'd like to get involved in the next couple upcoming weeks, definitely send them in and hopefully we'll see some of your photos.
Our first picture this week is of this beautiful central Wisconsin sunrise. Next up we have one from Tom, who was grilling some venison brats for the Packer game last week. And here's a picture of Gary and Melissa Bachman at the ATA show. Next up we have a picture from Cheyenne with this Robin Hood that he shot at Bucks and Bulls Archery. And here's one from Evie with this giant northern. And our next picture is of Isaac and his dad hunting at Whitetail Wilderness. And next we have one from the Reichert showing off their new towel holder for the hot tub. And our last picture this week comes from Blake Underwood with these two 13 3/4 inch crappies he caught on Lake Alice.
Big thanks to the fan photos this week. If you're interested in having yours on here, again, send them via email to weeklyoutdoorplus@live.com or message format on Facebook. Stay tuned for some more Weekly Outdoor Plus action. Hey guys, welcome to this week's lesson segment on Weekly Outdoor Plus. Jay's Hintz here with you again, accompanied by my father Gary. We're going to be going over basically a recap of everything we started from form-wise, and we're going to go over the little things where if you do have a partner, like I've talked about a lot of times, or a camera or a mirror at home, you can go over all these different things and check to make sure that they're actually how they feel, because when you pull back, sometimes your shoulders feel like you have them exactly where you want them, but you're actually not quite there. You have to actually almost feel stretched out to get used to it. So a lot of these little things we're going to go over today are the stuff that you already have heard about, or little friendly reminders that'll definitely help you in the long run hold steadier, aim better, execute a better shot, and in the long run have a lot more fun and hopefully kill bigger deer. You know, that's always our goal here. So we're at Bucks and Bulls right now, and again, if you have any questions or anything, you can come here, talk to my dad Gary or any of the guys that work here. They can always, you know, extra set of eyes never hurts. You know, constructive criticism is like the best thing in this sport for sure. You just have to accept it and hope for the best, and in the long run we'll all be the same shooting perfect hopefully. So we're gonna have my dad pull back here, and we're gonna go over basically everything from the waist up, because that you can see your feet. You got your pre-shot set up where you have your feet set up, shoulder width apart. You got them staggered just a hair, your front foot back, so your shoulders can line up better. But once you have your pre-shot stuff that you obviously can look at and know yourself, when you're at full draw, normally everyone's worried about aiming, what their sight's doing, fighting it left and right, which none of that stuff is stuff that you need to worry about at the beginning here to get your form down, to get your execute your perfect shot. So we'll have them pull back here. The first thing a lot of people can't tell by yourself, you know, you think you have the correct draw length, or you know, maybe you're not holding as good as you can. If you can look and see that his eye is directly above his belly button here, that's what you're looking for. You don't want to be leaning back too far because you got too long of a draw length, because you're going to shoot faster or whatever your issue is there. Make sure you have the proper draw length so you're standing straight up and down, good posture, not going to be moving as much, all right? That's one thing that I highly recommend, especially preseason, or if you're going to come and shoot league and stuff like that, definitely look into that, because you're going to get more tired if it's longer. If it's too short, you're going to be using all your arm muscles to shoot the bull, and you're going to be shaking really bad. So the next one, when he pulls back here, again, he's got his nice consistent anchor point. If you watch someone shoot several times, you can actually watch and see his will always be right on the tip of his nose, because he does it every day, day in and day out. You need to make sure it's always in the exact same spot. That's something that you can kind of feel on your face, but again, if you start floating when you're aiming, you don't want to be doing that either. So someone watching can definitely pick that up for you. Next thing is going to be his back arm. You can see how it's nice and parallel to the ground right now. You don't want it to be really high, really low, because when he's doing his back tension, he's not going to get the proper turnaround. When he brings it down like that, he's using all bicep to hold his bull back. Again, you don't want that. So you can let down for a second. Another one when he's at full draw like that basically is his front arm. That is something obviously you can see, but another person can easily tell you how your front shoulder is. That's a hard one. You can pull back, watch your arm, and your shoulder's really high. Obviously you're using all your muscles to hold it up there. What you want to get in the basically in the comfort zone of doing is when you pull back, drop it right down into it. You can see how low it is right now. It's flat. He drops it down, it's nice, flat to his shoulder, flat to his neck, and that's how you want your shoulder to basically be down in the socket, so you can have a consistent spot at all times, not using your muscles, not shaking. That's our goal. We talked about grip and everything like that, but again, that's something that's your pre-shot when you're doing your feet and everything. When you're about to pull back, double check your grip. We already got your shoulder that someone else can watch for you. You got your back arm being parallel to the ground. You're not in or out. In or out is what we're going to show you right now. That's something that's very major. And in and out is basically, I'm saying, in or out, backwards, too high or low. You want it to be consistently perfectly straight. So when you're pulling nice and even, forward and backwards, and you're pulling your shoulders together so it'll shoot easier for you. More consistent you do that, again, you're going to get a more consistent shot, especially if you're not punching your trigger, which again, we've gone over a lot. And once you get away from that, like he's using a back tension release right now, if he is not consistent back here, he's never going to get that to shoot consistently. You're going to have time shot difference of 10 to 20 seconds, and that's when you start making your bad shots and forcing bad shots. So again, we'll have him pull back real quick. And now when you look at it, you can see that his arm's a hair in, but that's just how he's shot for so long, and he's not consistently used to it. we've tried a lot pushing it back, but it doesn't work for everybody, like all of this stuff. But this is one thing that I would focus on. If you have extra eyes, try to make sure that his arms straight in line with his string and that you have everything down a path, basically. And another thing, make sure it's consistent. You know, don't just watch one shot. A guy can fake it one time. You got to be consistent at doing it all the time. You can let down. So these are all the different kind of basically checkups that if you can either have an extra set of eyes, doesn't matter who, they don't even have to shoot archery. If you can just explain it to them of what you want them to look at, they can tell you easily, you know, is it parallel or not? Everybody can tell you that. That's something that's very crucial. So again, go over your back being straight back, your arm being parallel to the ground, and then again, all your little things, you know, is your draw length the correct length? That's something you got to start out of the gates with to make sure you're going to shoot consistently. Your arms bent the exact same every time and your shoulders down in the socket. Go over these little things, especially before league or, you know, your off season here, before you get bad habits. It's always a good idea, you know, don't make 40 bad shots, make 10 good ones. And that's what our goal is basically. And if you guys have any questions, again, check this out on YouTube. You can check it out on Facebook or stop in at Bucks and Bulls. Give us a call. We'd be more than happy to help you out. And good luck this year. Hopefully see you guys in the league here.
This mineral is a game changer. I've put the odds in my favor. It's time to close the deal. I wouldn't change a thing. Finally, the buck of a lifetime. Real Deal Mineral. The results speak for themselves.
Inside you, there's an outside you. A you that finds your dinner by finding your dinner's dinner. A you that isn't afraid to pick a fight with something that has a sword for a nose. This is for that you.
Optimizer by HHA Sports. The Optimizer Lite Ultra, voted #1 single pin adjustable sight for 10 years running. The Optimizer speed dial for crossbows, to the yard accuracy with a single reticle. And the Optimizer Horizon, offering unmatched accuracy from both short and long range firearms. All Optimizer sight systems utilize range dial shoot technology. Ask for Optimizer at a dealer near you.
Hi, welcome to Frank's Hardware in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Proud to be family owned and operated since the 1940s. Conveniently located on Highway 10, Frank's Hardware has all your general hardware needs, and we specialize in a wide variety of products, meaning all of your paint, lawn and garden, plumbing, electrical, and many more of those household needs. Not only do we have a new one,
But we can show you how to fix what you already have. Did you know Frank's Hardware also offers a wide variety of services?
so stop on down to Frank's Hardware today. We don't just have great products,
But we have great service.
Matero's Pub and Pizza in Polonia is home to York Current, Portage County's best fish fry and best bartender. All of their food is made from scratch, including their delicious thin crust pizzas, making any selection worth the drive. Whether it's game night, a celebration, Saturday shrimp dinner, or just a night out, come join us at Matero's, located on Highway 66 just 7 miles east of Stevens Point. Open 4 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday. For more information, go to www.materospizza.com.
Just walking in, food plot's full of bucks. 4 bucks right there, walking in. Holy smokes. They just got set up. Windy and cold. Food plot should be good when it's this cold. Like I say, last time 38 deer came out. Walking in now, I seen 4 bucks in a doe out there already. There's none that were shooters, so no big deal. I just chased them off, got up my tree. Some big trails coming out right here underneath me. Although the wind's blowing that way. Let's see what happens. I have to cut you short. My battery's dying. Had this thing out in the cold all day. I'll save some battery life for a little bit when the deer start coming out. bucks right there. There's actually 3 of them. The other one I can't see. I only been here half an hour. Counted 16 deer and I lost track. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them were bucks, all 1.5 years, maybe 1 or 2.5. They're all working their way this way. I got one doe right here at 60 yards. Coming towards me. If she gets close enough, I'm gonna shoot her. 2 fawns behind her, 2 bucks behind her. There's about 9 deer on the other end of the food plot. There's a couple on the other food plot. 4 bucks ran back in the woods when I was walking in. There comes some more. There's comes some more. There was 18 deer out there. I think it was 9 or 10 bucks, 18 deer on this food plot, and 2 coyotes come busting out of the woods. And the whole field cleared except for 2. I see 2 deer way on the other end yet. Three of them, they all look like does. Looks like 3 does. 4. There's 4 does way on the other end, and damn coyotes busted out. I don't know what they were doing. They come busting out in a 5-acre food plot, chased off all the deer. I still got some time, but see what happens.
Unfortunately for Gary, time runs out tonight before anything comes within range of him and his crossbow. But there's still a few weeks left for the archery season down in Illinois, so he still has time to get back down there and harvest 1 more deer this year. And with all these deer, I would say his chances are pretty good. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Weekly Outdoor Plus presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Don't forget to check us out online at facebook.com/weeklyoutdoorplus. See you next week.